What's up guys, it's Tommy here and I'm absolutely furious after Liverpool lose to Leicester City to give Manchester City a 6-point lead in the Premier League title race. Let me know, is the title race over? Some Liverpool fans already think it is, which I think it's quite ridiculous at the halfway point of the season. I mean, Man City could drop points very soon, but the fact is that it's the margin of error in the title race against Pep Guardiola's Man City is so thin that every time that Liverpool drop points it feels like a massive blow, but this feels like an absolute kick in the nuts because Liverpool had this game in the palm of our hands. We should have won this game 4-1. Honestly, we were so much better than Leicester City, but when you don't take your chances, when you don't score, you concede and you get punished. This is the Premier League, the most punishing, the most brutal league in the world. And after Mane missed that sitter, I just knew that Liverpool won't win tonight, because you just cannot miss a penalty. And then Salah misses the rebound, and then he misses the second rebound, and then Jota and Mane missed chance after chance. Salah should have scored 2 or 3 goals today. Kasper Schmeichel was absolutely brilliant. But this Leicester City team played 48 hours before, and they had like almost no fit centre backs. They had like 11 players out or 10 players out. And it's an absolute scandal because Liverpool were very well rested, and yet we didn't play with the high intensity for the full 90 minutes. Yes, we did pretty well for the first like 60 minutes. Liverpool's build-up play was a little bit too slow for me. I think we took 1 touch too many or maybe 2 touches too many before passing. And also, the substitutions for once didn't really work. Jurgen Klopp was just desperate to throw all the attackers that he had on the pitch, and at the end we went with 4 attackers. But Leicester City were very comfortable sitting back, soaking up the pressure. And Liverpool, it looked like we ran out of ideas, which was really sad to see. We just started crossing the ball, and Leicester City with tall centre-backs and with Liverpool not really having a tall striker, a tall target man. That was a piece of cake for them. We really should have done more to make an intricate build-up pace, but after Leicester scored, probably the Liverpool players started panicking a bit, and if you want to win the title, you need to keep your nerve, you need to keep calm in these kind of situations. But let's talk about the penalty miss from Mohamed Salah. I don't think Salah is responsible for this defeat, the whole team is responsible, but it's so unlucky that Salah's penalty miss, which is by the way the first penalty missed by a Liverpool player in 4 years. I read that today and I can't believe it. That was absolutely amazing that Salah is such a reliable penalty taker. But even after he missed the penalty, he could have scored the rebound quite easily. But somehow he heads, instead of into an open goal, he heads the ball onto the bar. And then the second rebound is miskicked by Salah and the chance goes begging. But even after that, Liverpool had chance after chance after chance. I mean, if you look at the whole game, Leicester probably scored their only big chance. They had 1 big chance and they have taken it, and Liverpool had like 5 big chances, including the penalty, and we haven't taken any of them, which is absolutely unforgivable. Jurgen Klopp will be livid, with fuming with his players. And let's talk about Sadio Mane. Lots of people are blaming Mane for this defeat. I think the whole team is to blame. Defensively, we weren't good for the Leicester goal. But yes, it's true that if Mane has a little bit more like his finishing boots or scoring boots on, Liverpool probably win this game. Because Jota slips in Mane and he actually is very calm in front of goal. Instead of shooting quickly, he takes a couple of touches to go clear of the defender, and Kasper Schmeichel already goes to ground, so all Mane has to do is lift it over him, and he does, but he lifts it just a tiny little bit higher than he probably wanted to, and it goes like this much over the bar. It was an absolutely horrendous miss, because honestly, after Schmeichel went to the ground, it looked like pretty much an open goal, and Mane missed it. And after that, it felt like it was even inevitable that either Liverpool lose today or draw today, because that was just the culmination of this whole game and the essence of this whole game. Liverpool missing chance after chance. Diogo Jota also had some big chances, and we just got into each other's way sometimes. I don't understand why Naby Keita didn't start today. Why did Oxlade-Chamberlain start? He was pretty much non-existent for 55 minutes. After that, Jurgen Klopp took him off and Naby Keita came on. Probably Liverpool had a very, very bad off day, and Leicester City took full advantage. And this was a very depleted, very injury hit Leicester City, who conceded 6 goals against Manchester City. That's what is even more frustrating. Man City absolutely destroyed this Leicester defense, which is a makeshift defense with all kinds of players. I mean, NDD is a defensive midfielder and he's playing centre back. And yet Liverpool, for the first time in like 40 games, couldn't score. Yes, there are games during the season where nothing is going for you and you will inevitably lose. That's not a problem. The problem is Liverpool already dropped enough points to be 6 points behind Manchester City, and to this Man City side, which is relentless, which has two different starting 11s, which could end up in the top 4 if they played separately as 2 separate teams. As Man City have just the strength in depth, and they also have the form to last the distance in the title race. And what Liverpool have to do now is we absolutely have to beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, which is going to be brutally hard, because that will be Chelsea's last chance as well to get involved in the title race. If Chelsea don't beat Liverpool, they are pretty much of the title race. If Liverpool don't beat Chelsea, I don't think they are per se out of the title race, but if Man City keep going like they are right now, they look absolutely unstoppable. And also, Leicester City rotated the team so much against Man City, and then they go with a full strength side against Liverpool in the League Cup, and they go with a pretty much full strength side from the players available against Liverpool again. So it looks like Leicester pretty much have given up against Man City with their team selection, but then they go full throttle very hard against Liverpool as well. And yes, Liverpool won't give up in the title race. With this manager, Jurgen Klopp, with these kind of players, we never will give up the title race. But you can't afford a bad performance like this in front of goal too many times. We already lost to West Ham. We already conceded 3 goals against Brentford and dropped points. We were leading 2-0 against Brighton, we dropped points there. So dropping points against Leicester, West Ham, Brighton, Brentford, these kind of teams which Man City pretty comfortably beat, these kind of sides, you just can't afford to do that, because Manchester City are just so relentless. And if Man City weren't artificially pumped up by this oil state, the United Arab Emirates, Liverpool would be well in the title race. But now we are on the brink of falling out of the title race, and I don't understand like how can people enjoy this. So many people are cheering Manchester City on, and it's not good for the Premier League that they will probably win their 5th title in 6 seasons. We don't want to turn into the Bundesliga, where one team wins the title 9 times out of 10 years, and yet so many football fans are cheering on Manchester City because they probably don't care about Manchester City, but they hate Liverpool or they hate Chelsea or they hate both teams, and so many people are cheering on Manchester City. It's not good for the Premier League, it's not good for the sport if one team wins the title pretty much all the time. But Liverpool have to do something about it. We really need to sign somebody in the January transfer window, because with Salah and Mane in the team we couldn't score. Imagine when Salah and Mane and Naby Keita goes to the Africa Cup of Nations, and then we will probably struggle. Firmino also didn't start today again. He needs to get back into his groove, but let's wait and see what happens against Chelsea. If we don't win against Chelsea, it will be an absolute mountain to climb, because getting 8 or 9 points back on Manchester City, you pretty much have to win like 16 games in a row And you have to hope that Man City will lose 3 games or they draw 6 games out of the last 16, and Liverpool probably won't win 16 games in a row in the Premier League for the rest of the season. Expecting Man City to like drop points once every 2 or 3 games is a little bit a touch unrealistic because they are just so relentless. Even if they have injury problems, loss of form, they can just rotate the team and retain the same quality. So anyway, let me know what you think about the game, what do you think about the title race. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching, guys. It's a painful defeat for Liverpool, so leave a like to cheer me up. Thanks for watching, see you later, goodbye.